Hello scholars, today we are going to continue with our second chapter with a new topic, that is subtraction by compensation. Let's have a quick revision of the properties of the subtraction that you already know. Okay, now having the first example, it's 37,278 minus 37,278 will give me 0. As any number when subtracted by the same number itself will give me 0. Okay. Now the second example is 42,356 minus 0 will give me 42,356, because when 0 is subtracted from any number, the number remains as it is. Okay. Now let's have a third example, that is 22,118 minus 10. When any number is subtracted by 10, you have to see the tens digit. See, here it's 1 and here the tens digit is 1. I have bolded it up. So 1 minus 1 will give me 0. This is the easier way to do. Okay. So when 10 is to be subtracted from a number, you have to just reduce the tens digit by 1. The tens digit gets reduced by 1. Okay. Now, what will happen if the tens digit is 0? Let's see. The second example we have here, the tens digit is 0. That is 38,506 minus 10. Now, I have to only see the tens digit. Here it's 1, here it's 0. So, tens digit, you know it's 0. You will regroup it. So we will see the hundreds digit also. 50 will, when regroup, changes to 49. 50 में से एक निकालना है, तो it will give you 49. So when the tens digit is 0, then regroup before subtracting. Clear with it? Now the same example we will take for when you reduce 100. Okay. 37,278 minus 100. So when 100 is to be subtracted, you have to see only the hundreds digit first. So here it's 2. Okay. When 2 minus 1 is done, we get 1 here. Only see the hundreds digit. So when 100 is subtracted from a number, the 100 digit gets reduced by 1. Clear? Now what will happen if the 100 digit is 0? What you will do? Obviously, you have to regroup it. So, let's have the example. 44,058. So, 100 digit में 0 है. And you have to subtract it from, you have to subtract 100 from it. Okay. So, this is 40 here. When 1 is reduced, you will regroup. 40 से कम 1 करोगे तो क्या मिलेगा? 39. Okay. Clear with it? So, if the hundreds digit is 0, then regroup before subtracting. Clear with it? This will help you to solve the mental maths question, students. Okay. Now moving to the next topic, that is subtraction by compensation. The first example, compensation, you know, no students, it is a mental maths technique. Today we are only dealing mental maths. It will be easier for you to solve subtraction by compensation. So we will have the example. Use the compensation method to solve 57 minus 39. And here you have both digits are comprising of 2 digits each. Okay. So you have to round it off to the nearest 10. Either of the number, you have to round it off to the nearest 10. So it would be easier to round 39. Yes. Okay. So we will add 1 to make it 40. We are rounding up, no? You remember, students, compensation comprise of 3 methods. The first you have to do round off, then you do addition or subtraction, and then you do compensation. 3 steps you have to solve. Okay. So the first step is you have to round off, and for that you have to add 1 to 39 to round it off to the nearest 10, that is 40. Okay. The second step is you have to subtract. 57 minus 39 was the question. You will subtract 57 minus 40 and it will give me 17. Now, have an observation, students. What I am going to say you. Look at it. We subtracted 40 instead of 39. Yes? That is, we are subtracting one more. So, to get back to the same position or to get back to the same answer, what I have to do is I have to add 1. No, we have to compensate the step we have already taken. What step we had already taken? We had subtracted 1. And now we will compensate it by adding 1. Okay. Now, explaining the same thing the other way around is, you had to 39 ही माइनस करना था, बराबर? ओके, बट आपने क्या किया? 40 माइनस किया. 39 माइनस करना था, बट आपने 40 माइनस किया. तो द एक्चुअल इफेक्ट व्हाट यू हैव डन इज, एक ज्यादा माइनस किया, सो द एक्चुअल इफेक्ट इज -1. So how I will compensate that effect? I will have to do adding 1. So add 1 to the answer and you will get the answer as 18. Clear with it? See, again I am repeating that you see that we are adding 1 here. Here you have added 1. But the actual effect is you are doing -1 more and hence you are adding 1. Don't make a mistake here, students. So my answer will be 57 minus 39 is equal to 18. Moving to the next example. Use compensation method to solve 933 minus 470. So 3-digit number. So I'll round it up to the nearest 100. Okay. Now the first step we will have rounding off. The second step we will have subtraction. The third step we will have what? What we will have? We will have compensation. Okay. So which number we will round it off? I think 470 will be convenient. Yes. So what I'll do is add 30. Yes, you will add 30. And it turns up to be 500. So the first step you have to add 30 to 470 to round it off to 500. Okay. Now the second step you have to subtract. Don't make a mistake of subtracting 470 again. You have to subtract 500. Okay. So 933 minus 500 will give me 433. Now have a look. What you are doing is you are subtracting 470 plus 30. That is, you are subtracting 30 more, no? The actual effect is you are subtracting 30 more. Because you had to subtract 470, but आपने क्या किया? 500 subtract किया है. So 30 more you are doing. So your action is -30. So reverse that action. That is add 30. See, this 30 is different and this 30 is different. Okay. So you have to see the action what you have done and reverse it off. So you have to add 30 to the answer. That is 433 plus 30 will give me 463. Okay. So my final answer is 933 minus 470 will give me 463. Clear with it? I know you are waiting for your funny time. And Batuk is here again. Let's see what it has for us. Oh, it has a number 40. And what's so special about 40? 40 is just so unique. It's the only number that is spelled with the letters arranged in the alphabetical order. Oh, even I didn't knew. And would you want to check it out for yourself? So, students, please check it out for yourself. And then you have to complete the exercise number 2.6 and 2.8. Till then, goodbye.